This is everything I ate at Dotonbori in Osaka, Japan. It's such a lively location filled with bright neon lights and street food. I mean, look how cool the 3D signage looks. First stop, I had to get the $5 takoyaki, which are Japanese grilled octopus balls. It was topped with a sweet sauce and mayonnaise and was so soft and gooey with a nice bite from the octopus. Next, I was so excited to try Kobe beef for the first time ever. It's quite expensive at $55 for 80 grams, but gosh, was it amazing. Each piece was incredibly succulent and I savored every bite. Moving on, I grabbed a $5 cheese coin. This has got to be one of the best cheese pulls I've done. I didn't expect the cheese to taste so good with the sweet pastry. I loved it. Next, I grabbed some $3 pork gyoza, which was tasty but could have been slightly crispier. Last but not least, I grabbed some $3 taiyaki, which is a Japanese fish-shaped cake. It had a really nice crispy pastry and a delicious red bean filling, which was not too sweet. I also tried the custard taiyaki, which was piping hot and so yummy. This is everything I ate at Nishiki Market in Kyoto, Japan. First up, I got 2 mochis for $5. It had a nice chewy texture and a burst of freshness from the strawberry. The red bean filling adds a nice sweetness to it too. Next, I grabbed a $7 chicken thigh roll, which I didn't expect to be one of my favorite things from the market. It had a tasty soy flavor and each bite was so incredibly juicy and succulent. Then I visited this store that grills fresh seafood right in front of you. I got a $9 squid, which was perfectly cooked and had a soft chewiness to it. I also tried an $11 crab shell, which was full of crab innards and briny juices. There's so much great seafood here, so I also got a $5 scallop skewer, which was really buttery and delicious. Moving on to desserts, I grabbed a $4 Snoopy pancake. It was filled with red bean paste, cream, and a thin sheet of mochi. I liked the stretchiness of the mochi, but the filling was a little too heavy for me. Last but not least, I visited this famous donut store and got 8 soy donuts for $3. They're soft, fluffy, and not too sweet. I love how they're bite-sized too.
I'm in Japan and I'm gonna show you what I ate for lunch, which so happened to be the best thing I had on the entire trip. At 10 a.m. we went to a super popular spot called Tsujihan that serves kaisendon, which is basically a seafood rice bowl. Luckily we were the first ones there, but if you come a little bit later you'll end up waiting for a couple of hours. At 11 a.m. we got seated and the chefs were already prepping our bowls. I ordered one that had shrimp, fatty tuna, salmon, clams, squid, and it's topped off with a mountain of uni and ikura. After you finish half of the bowl, the chef will ask if you want more rice, to which I obviously said yes, and will add yuzu zest and a broth to your bowl. It completely transforms to another dish and lightly poaches all the seafood. It was so good. It was briny, comforting, and it was nice to end the meal on something warm, especially because it was cold outside.
This is everything I ate at Tokyo Disneyland. Of course, we were there early, so we looked around for breakfast, and then we found this creme brulee churros. Crispy dough, you can taste the creme brulee, and inside it's got this hot, gooey custard. It's subtle but lovely. Next time I found this pork roll rice. It's literally rice wrapped in bacon. Was a tad salty though, but the rice was kind of good. I'd probably skip this one though. Then the Baymax curry. Okay, I wasn't gonna eat this since after the pork roll I felt cheated, but I asked this Japanese mom near me and oishi, and she was like oishi. Straight away I ordered. Gotta trust a local, right? Now the good thing about this dish, it's got 2 sides. This side is the beef. Holy damn, tender, fatty layers, soft and beautiful savory flavor. The curry is milder here and has a spicier kick. Now the other side, it's got the chicken. The curry is a little bit more mellow on the kick and it's sweeter as well. I thought it was gonna be a novelty, but it's really good. We then had this tiramisu ice cream sandwich, which you can taste the tiramisu, but the sandwich bread was pretty bland. Lastly, we got some Toy Story green dumpling. It's actually mochi inside, it's stretchy, chewy, inside is mousse, but it's like a Russian roulette. You don't know what flavor you're gonna get until you try it. It's either strawberry, chocolate, or mango. Not my personal favorite, but hope that gives you guys an idea on the food here.
What I ate in Japan Super Nintendo World Edition. I'm at Universal Studios Japan in Osaka for Super Nintendo World. I'll tell you guys all about it, but it's time for lunch at Kinopio's Cafe. We might have ordered a lot of food, but it's all good. Also Pete, my friend right here, it's Yoshi. First up, this is a Superstar Hot Yuzu Lemonade. I've never had hot lemonade before, and I gotta say, it's really tasty. If you're not feeling it, they have this Superstar Lemon Squash drink. Next is this pizza bowl that looks like a mushroom. I'm not sure how you're supposed to eat it. I just broke off the bread and put some of the filling on top. As you can see, it's very cheesy. I actually enjoyed it. It's a bit oily, but it's pretty cheesy. Next, this is a seasonal special. It's a Hamburg steak. It comes with these green mashed potatoes that look like a Christmas tree. I do do love how festive this dish looks. The Hamburg steak was pretty solid, but the mashed potatoes had a bit of a gummy texture. It was okay. For dessert was this question block tiramisu. I had a little mushroom topper for mine. Oops. This cake is almost too cute to eat. It wasn't too sweet, which I like, plus I like the little question block cookies. And this is the gold pole cake. I mean, the layers on that thing, need I say more? What I ate at McDonald's in Japan. Since it's my first time in Japan, I had to see what McDonald's had to offer here. And we're starting with these limited time only McFlurries. This was the pretzel caramel McFlurry. It smelled and tasted like maple syrup, but I liked it. The strawberry cocoa cookie McFlurry wasn't too bad either. And I finally get to try the shaka chiki. It's a chicken fillet shaken with some flavor. I'm liking the perforated edges on the wrapper. This red pepper chicken is really flavorful and savory. This cheddar cheese flavor was just okay. I prefer the red pepper more. This is a run-of-the-mill McDonald's cheeseburger with an egg. Honestly, an egg makes this taste really good. I like this a lot. This one right here is a teriyaki chicken sandwich. Not too shabby and very filling. This one is a limited time only beef stew pie. That pie crust exterior is so crunchy, but the stew is too sweet for my liking. This burger has a mac and cheese and shrimp croquette inside. It's a seasonal item and very interesting. These are the mini pancakes. Look how you put on the maple syrup. I just love how tiny these pancakes are. This coffee float was surprisingly not that sweet. And the seasonal triangular choco pies. So chocolatey and so decadent.
At 7-Eleven in Japan, I got a salmon roll, a cute mini ramen, an egg for protein, a sakura matcha dessert, iced coffee, and a yogurt drink. I like to mix my coffee with yogurt just so I feel healthier. I personally like opening these sushi rolls because they are so satisfying. I mean, look at that. Just so the seaweed doesn't get soggy. Delicious. I like eating ramen when I feel cold, and this is the perfect amount. Their soft-boiled eggs are so good because they are lightly flavored, and their desserts are to die for.
This is everything I ate and how much I spent on my first day in Japan. For breakfast, I ate at 7-Eleven and got their strawberry and cream sandwich with a strawberry banana smoothie, and also had some other snacks I featured in a previous video. But you would know because I know you follow me, right? Then I got a couple strawberry daifuku with custard and azuki. That one was my favorite. And then I tried this matcha cream puff, and I realized I don't like a strong matcha flavor. Literally tasted like earth itself. After that, I got this melon pan, which was warm, crunchy on top and soft on the inside. Then we stopped for some takoyaki, which is a must-have in Japan, of course. For late lunch, we went back to 7-Eleven where I tried this pork and egg onigiri, fried chicken on a stick, pizza chips, and a croquette. For dinner, we went to a sushi restaurant, but I really didn't eat much because I was still full from our late lunch. But it's a good thing I have a second stomach for dessert, so I had a custard and azuki taiyaki. Here's the total for everything and follow for day 2.
This is everything I ate on my flight to Japan on Japan Airlines. First and foremost, they give us this weird bread. Wasn't really sure what it was, had a really hard time opening it, and when I finally got it open, it was some sort of sweet bread with a vanilla custard in between. Quite interesting, not bad. After that, the next thing they served us, I was stunned because it was this miso soup, and I never thought I would get miso soup on an economy flight to Japan. I thought that was only for the bougie. The soup, absolutely amazing. Probably the best thing I had on the flight. After that, I ordered a Coke, which came in this cool Coke can. Then we were served 3 different appetizers. This lotus root with some sort of mala pepper flavor, steamed chicken and tahini sauce, which I kind of liked. And the thing that I didn't like was this salad of quinoa, mochi barley, and fermented vegetable. Definitely didn't like that. They also gave us this cute little cabbage salad. Then comes this main course, which was a fluffy hamburger steak served with corn and mustard rice. Absolutely delicious. The meat was soft, the rice was fragrant. Honestly, this was a 9 out of 10. And last but not least, they served us this raspberry milk pudding ice cream from Haagen-Dazs. Quite interesting, never had this flavor before. All in all, I really enjoyed the food. The flight was comfortable. The staff was so friendly and absolutely amazing. They even wrote us this little card with recommendations of ramen places.